Hello class 9. So today's topic, as you all can see here, is the appendicular skeleton. This skeleton, skeleton, it consists of your girdles and your limbs. Okay. This girdles, there are two types. You can see the pectoral girdle and your pelvic girdle. Your pectoral girdle, it is attached with your upper limbs. Okay, and your pelvic girdle, it is attached towards your lower limbs. Now we are going to discuss, first we are going to take your pectoral girdle and your upper limb. Okay, please try to understand and go through this picture, then only you can understand. So have a look at the picture. The pectoral, or it is also known as your shoulder girdles. It consists of two shoulder blade, which is also known as scapula, and two collar bones, which is known as clavicle. These bones articulate with one another, allowing some degree of movement. Okay, so it consists of this girdle, it consists of your shoulder blade or the scapula. Now see the construction of it now. The shoulder blade, it is a flat triangular bone which stretches from your shoulder to the vertebral column at the back. Okay, on the back side you can see it forms a bony ridge for the attachment of your muscle. And your collarbone here on the clavicle, they are rod shaped or roughly S-shaped. Okay, it lies horizontally and articulates with your upper end of your breastbone. Okay, right in the middle and in the front, just above your first rib. Okay, your collarbone serves as a support for your shoulder blade in front and keeps your shoulder blade back so that your arms can hang freely at the side of your body. They prevent your pectoral girdle from getting dislocated and also helps in ample movement of your shoulder. Okay, this is what about your pectoral girdle. So you all know it is attached with your now upper limb. Now we are going to discuss about that. Okay, so have a look. The upper limb. Upper limb, it is divided into mainly 5 regions. Okay, we have your upper arm, or it is also known as humerus. Okay, you can see it is a long single bone, the upper end of which consists of a spherical ball-like thing, socket-like thing where it is attached with it. Okay, to your shoulder blade to form your shoulder joint. And the lower end of the humerus, it forms ball and socket joint with a radius and hinge joint to the ulna in your elbow. Then comes your forearm. The two long bones you can see there of your forearm are known as the radius and the ulna. The ulna is longer than the radius and is situated on the inner side of your forearm. Okay. The upper end of the ulna articulates with the lower end of the humerus, as you all can see there, forming a strong hinge joint in the elbow region. And the lower end of the ulna forms a joint in your wrist region. So it forms your wrist joint. The broad lower end of the radius forms a major part of your wrist joint where it articulates with your wrist bone. Then the third region is your wrist, where you wear your watches. Yes or no? The wrist consists of 8 carpal bones. The bones that makes up your wrist, it is known as carpal. So it is made up of 8 carpal bones. These are very, very small and short bones that are arranged in 2 rows. Okay, and they have articulating facets which allow them to slide over one another, forming a gliding joint. You can glide, no? You can move up and down, slide. Then comes your palm of your hand, the 4th region. The palm is supported by 5 long metacarpal. The bones that makes up your palm, they are known as metacarpal. So there are 5 long metacarpals which articulates with the carpals at one end, okay, at the wrist region, and the other end, it is attached with your phalanges. Okay, so that makes up your finger region. The fingers, it is movable. You know that, no? So there are 3 layers there of bones attached to each other. So those bones in your fingers, they are known as phalanges. Okay, so the last region of your forelimb is your finger. The fingers are made up of 14 phalanges. Please remember how many phalanges? 14. There are 3 phalanges in each fingers, but only 2 in your thumb region. I think so you can identify that. No, your thumb. We have only 2 bones there. No, so it has 2 phalanges. Rest the 4 fingers, all the 4 fingers in your hands. It consists of 3 phalanges each. Total, we have 14 phalanges. Okay. Hope now you have understood about the pectoral or your shoulder girdle. Now second one is your pelvic girdle. Sorry, I mean to say girdle. Okay. Your pelvic or your hip girdle. So please have a look at the picture. These makes up your hip girdle. The pelvic girdle consists of 3 large and sturdy hip bones. Ilium, ischium, and the pubis. The ilium is the largest of the 3 bones and forms the upper part of your hip bone. You can see there, this structure there. The pelvic girdle forms a strong support for the attachment of your lower limb, your leg. Strong muscles of the back and the legs and your buttocks are attached to it. The pelvic girdle serves several important functions of your body. Obviously, you all know what does it do. It supports the weight of your body from the vertebral column. It also protects your the lower organs, the visceral organs, okay, including your urinary bladder, reproductive organs, and all. And also, it helps in the development of your fetus in a pregnant woman. Okay. Now you know that this pelvic girdle, it is attached with your lower limb. Now we are going to study about the regions, different regions attached to it. Okay. The lower limb may be divided into 5 regions. Okay. So first region, it is the upper leg or your thigh region. Okay. It has a single long bone, the femur bone. Okay. And it is the longest bone in your body. Remember that. It might come in questions, no, in quiz and all sometimes. The head of your femur has a round portion and forms a ball and a socket joint. Okay, at its distal end, the femur widens to form your knee joint. Okay, with the lower leg. Okay, and the bone present there, it is known as fibula. The lower leg, it consists of 2 bones. You can see there, the tibia and the fibula. They are the 2 bones that forms your lower leg. The upper end of the tibia forms the knee joint with the femur. You can see there. And the lower end of the fibula, it joins, okay, forming the ankle joint with one of your tarsals. Okay, now, just as your wrist, it was known as carpals. Here, the ankles, okay, they are made up of bones which are known as tarsals. So, it is joined with your tarsals, okay, forming the ankle joint. Third region is your ankle. There are 7 short, thick tarsal bones which press firmly into the ground when one stands, walks, or runs. Okay, the calf muscles allow the heel to lift during locomotion. Then the fourth region is the arc of your foot. Just as we have palm, okay, in your hands, the feet, it consists of the arc. Okay, the arc is formed partly by some of the tarsals, but mainly of 2 long metatarsals. Okay, so the arc of your feet or your foot, it is made up of 2 metatarsals which extends from the tarsals to your toes. Okay, the arc is modified to support the weight of your body. Then the last region here is your toes. They are short 14 phalanges in the toes of each foot. The big toe has 2 phalanges as we have in the thumb. Again, the other toes have 3 phalanges in each. Okay, so I hope you have understood all the regions, the different regions of your upper limb and the lower limb, and the different parts, okay, concerned with your girdles and all. I hope you have understood. So now we have finished the exoskeleton and we have finished with your appendicular skeleton also. Now next topic we are going to begin with the joints. The next topic that we are going to do is the joints. Okay, so all these structures, they are joined, forming a skeleton system. So we are going to study about that. Okay, there are different types of joints. We are going to discuss about it. Hope you have understood this. Okay, and please go through your text also. And please refer and please listen to the pronunciation carefully. Okay, hope you have understood. Thank you so much.